Let's play some Florencio files. It is time for this man, the filth master. He who just puts that war paint on his cheeks. The filthy man himself. The man who wears a nexus as a hat. The siren of the sewers. He with the shiny tail, glittering in those trails of waste below the city streets, down beneath the manholes, in the dark, the maker of cannons, the bringer of oracles, he who doth not micro, the housemate of Neeb. It is Florencio. And down here in the bottom right-hand side, in the blue, his victim, his opponent, his unsuspecting prey, representing Clan Decker, it's Ladabaz, who's bringing a second drone, maybe not so unsuspecting. Oh, Florencio's blocking it. He's like, oh, I'm trying to block your hatchery, but check it out. He's placed it so you can wedge a cannon there, put like a gateway there, a pylon there, and it can't get killed very easily. But he makes it look like, hey, this probe's just here to block your nexus, your hatchery. It's just a fake, yeah. Behind this, a forge at home, of course. Another pylon. Oh my god. Where's this drone gonna go? Oh my god. I don't even want to cast this game. I just want to watch. Hey, Flo's in chat. How you doing, my man? Oh. Okay. Yep. He forces his opponent to do some mad shit. Ladabaz says, bring it on, bitch. Builds a hatchery outside Florencio as well. And Florencio right now doesn't know about it. He's scouting for corner bases. This probe, though, oh, is he checking for it? Is he gonna see it? Oh, he turns around! He turned around! No! Florencio doesn't know, man. He doesn't know. Meanwhile, we've got a queen on the way. Oh, what? Is that Roach Warren? Can you build a Roach Warren? He's gonna build a Roach Warren. All right, Ladabaz is about to be a mad lad. Meanwhile, this probe's like ready to put down a fourth blocking pylon. Florencio, he's fully saturated on minerals, hasn't started mining gas just yet, starts a cyber core, he's got a cannon at the front, he still does not know about that hatchery, and he is really wondering what his opponent's doing right now. Florencio's like, where is your money going? Where is it? Where is it? He's checking his main? Oh my god, this is so odd. It's very rare I get to see Florencio being the one who's confused in the game. Normally it's his opponent. But in this particular scenario, it seems like his opponent's pulling the wool over his eyes, is going to clear that pylon out there and start to break down all these pylons, which of course will eventually supply block Florencio, who's going for a nexus behind this. Oh crap. There's going to be roaches and ravages building here and breaking down his wall really soon. Already as 8 zergling. Oh. Oh, facepalm. Ladabaz. And now he's building drones. No, build you've got all the gas. Make ravages. Oh. It's okay, guys. His opponent, he started off so well. He then completely forgot his plan. Now he's remembered his plan was ravages. But Florencio's already got shield batteries and another cannon finishing. He's got a Stargate starting in the main. He's got a Stalker starting here as well. He's going to start to reinforce this position. He's building a wall off there. He's cancelled the Nexus. Oh man, he'd actually be dead to corrosive vials right now. Once again, Florencio just throws that game into the weird zone of the ladder. Ladabaz is like, it's okay. I've got 12 slow Zerglings. These were a worthy investment. They were worthwhile. Definitely a good idea to get these Zerglings out. And now, very slowly, he's going to start corrosive violence. Oh no, the queen gets aggroed. She runs in. She's already below half-life. Oh man, the Stalker in the main. Florencio gets the Overlord barely before it gets to cover. Oh, the Filth Master, the Sewer Mermaid. Always luring his opponents into doing some silly shit. Oh, this is great. Okay, the tentacle is going to start whacking on this wall. Frank Grizz in chat was asking for tentacles all morning. He's like, dude, I want to see some tentacles. There you go, buddy. There you go. Just one. Hopefully it sates your desires there in Twitch chat, guys. Meanwhile, 3 Ravagers starting to break through. They are starting to get through. There's 2 Queens, and they've both got Transfuse. They've got to not put Creep Tumors down. They have to save it for Transfuse, because there's a Void Ray about to come out. The Shield Battery energy's already been worn down. Ladabaz is actually breaking through right now. But there's a secondary wall off on top of the ramp. He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it. The Queens diving in. They can beat that Void Ray quite convincingly. The Void Ray has to get out of there. Uh-oh. The Chad here taking the better part of Valor and retreating. Good Stalker micro. Definitely seems like Neeb's influence is strong today. Oh my god, he builds drones and builds spore crawlers. Ladabaz, you legend. Unfortunately, he doesn't realize his opponent has a Tempest building 5 minutes into the game on one base. Perfect call against anyone who's trying to rely on Void Rays to defend. Don't know if it's going to work against the guy who can pick away at you with Tempests from out of your range. Oh no. Overlord providing high ground vision. Very nicely done here by Ladabaz, dropping those corrosive biles. The Chad comes forward and says, get out of here. Tries to push back the Overlord. Oh, it gets the Overlord, but doesn't go down. The Queen's there. Almost get the Chad. The Chad pulls back. Shield battery repairing. That Tempest is out as well. Florencio's defense here. Absolutely legendary. He's walling off with more pylons and cannons. And Ladabaz is like, what even is this? Who has a Tempest at 5 minutes 30 into the game? Who the fuck builds a Tempest? Seriously, this is more weird than Odd Job. This is more weird than Random Task. The guy that throws a shoe. Jesus Christ. It's like fucking Assassin comes in and is like, let's fucking build a fleet beacon at 4 minutes into the game and have a Tempest out this early. And you're like, what is even going on right now? It's like someone breaks into your house and stabs you with like a fork. And you're like, well, that hurts, but like it doesn't really hurt that much. Like, why would you stab me with a fork? There's kitchen knives right there. You could grab one of those. And they're like, nah, I'm going to use the fork. And you're like, what is happening? What is going on right now? And how the hell do I adapt? Ladabaz has not got an expansion up, remember? Able to hang on here. Is doing some pretty good Queen micro, actually. But those Tempests going in and out. It's like a prairie dog of Tempest poking its head in and out. Nice Void Ray micro. You see that? Ultimate Chad says, yeah, I can take on 4 Queens and 3 Spore Crawlers whilst on red hit points. Walk straight on in. You know, just those shoulders fucking out. Chest pumped up. Wearing some alpha as fuck singlet. And steps right in and says, let's fucking go. Unfortunately, he does get his neck snapped almost instantly, and he is dead. I'm not sure why we're still massing Spore Crawlers outside our opponent's base. Ladabaz is going to go 1 base Hydra. Yeah, that seems like the solution. Expand! But he can't because it's been repylon blocked. Florencio came back in, blocked his attempt at an expansion. Takes him about 2 minutes to realize because he's so distracted by the Tempests, and now he goes for a 3rd base. Oh, Ladabaz. Ladabaz is like, I'll contain him while I drone up at home. And it's like, your expansion's been blocked the entire time. Oh, this is just too funny, man. True Florencio fashion. No control group for those Tempests, of course. And, yeah, this is just going to get worn down. Finally, Zergling's starting to take that down. Hydra's building unupgraded Hydras. I feel like this is just Florencio's bread and butter, right? I mean, used car salesmen, you know, their bread and butter is gullible people who pay whatever the dude asks. For Florencio, it's Zergs trying to make unupgraded Hydralisks off 20 drones. It's the amount of MMR Florencio has made on the ladder from Zergs making unupgraded Hydras like 2 or 3 at a time. Just go home, Ladabaz. Get the fuck out of here. I think he's finally realizing he should probably leave. And he's going to start the very slow waddle home. The problem is, these Queens are unfortunately without their mobility scooter. The Hydras are going to try and cover their retreat. 3 unupgraded Hydras versus 4 Tempests. Let's see how that goes. Apparently not very... Oh no, someone bring them a mobility scooter, quickly! Ah! Oh god. Oh god. Oh man. Have you guys ever... Does anyone have a pet cat? Have you ever seen it bring in like a pigeon or something? Like catches like a little bird outside or like a little baby rabbit or a mouse or something? But you know, because like it gets fed awesome cat food. So it doesn't actually need to eat it. It just has like these hunting instincts. So it'll just grab it and then like it won't even kill it. It'll just be like, huh, I got it. And it'll kind of like slap it around and stuff. And it's like terrible to watch, right? Because you're like, oh, this poor little mouse. Or, you know, I remember my parents were telling me they had a baby rabbit that got caught by one of their cats. And like the cat was just like, it would just like hold it down and like let the rabbit run a little bit and then it would jump on it again and just like slap it around. It was like terrible. It was like torturing the poor thing. That is Florencio's Tempest chasing down Queens and unupgraded Hydras off creep. You're just like, oh, please just put it out of its misery. Like, please just don't. Just, oh, and the fucking cat's just like, and just slapping these Hydras over there, like fucking shivering in fear. They're almost dying just of shock. And you're like, this is terrible. Please stop it. Please stop it. And Florencio's just there giggling his ass off like, yeah. Oh. You know, I actually feel like Ladabaz had the sickest reaction. Quick spore crawlers, good queens. Would have broken through if it wasn't for the fact that his opponent was going already into tempests 5 minutes into the game. Like, just Florencio. He's always one step ahead of the curve. Shout out, of course, to Ladabaz, though. Could have probably won the game if he built roaches straight away. Those 13 slow zerglings, I think they were the right call. Ladabaz, we thought he'd tricked Florencio out with the hidden hatchery. Panicked at the last second and just wasted all of his lava on slowlings right as his roach warren finished it. And I was like, no! GG, well played. Florencio, once again, rushing Tempest at a ridiculous timing, realizing that is indeed the best way to break down someone who is sieging their way into your base. GG, well played, my man.